There are two ways of living. One is the way of conflict, and the other is the way of surrendering. In conflict, you feel that your will is different from the will of the whole, and in surrender, you feel that you're part of the whole. With no question of your will being different or apart. If you are a full and apart, conflict is natural and inevitable. If you are one with the whole, surrender is natural. Conflict brings tension, restlessness, worry, and anxiety. And surrender brings emptiness, peace, joy, and finally the self-realization. So you must understand that the conflict is based in your ego, and as the ego thrives, it destroys your surrender. You can be very attached to your worldly activities and still be in surrendering. Since surrendering is just to remove your personal will from the movement of life, to accept that you are in the movement of life. Understand surrendering, contemplate on surrendering. Is not an inactivity, or is not something that you need to achieve. Just simply a higher perception that the whole is taking care of you. Call it life, call it whole, call it God, whatever you want to call it. But it's a life pungent, sustaining energy that takes certain order, that makes certain movement, that have divine order. When you are tuning in with that order, then you are understanding surrendering. You become a sage, unburned by your own personal will, by the violence of your own self-interest. You bloom naturally like a flower in the spring, and you let go naturally as the leaf in the fall falls. Then there is no more violence. Then there is no more ego. Then surrendering just give you everything. It gives you the well, your wellness, your wealth, your happiness. All is contained in the surrendering. So surrendering is not achieved by any discipline. Surrendering by understanding that you are part of the whole and that you need to stop fighting with the whole, opposing the whole, like a teenager that opposes the wisdom of the elders. When that understanding, when that perception arises, then compassion gets implanted. You get in tune with the divine order. So the one that are in tune with the divine order can have command. That's the irony. You can have command over your own nature. You flow. You're at peace. You brings that emptiness out of your own will, emptiness of your own violence. There is peace because you are not striving to achieve anything. There is joy because it's the really nature. of your being is joy. That combination of your emptiness, your peace, your joy, and all the attributes of life is the supreme knowledge. You realize where you are and what you are in the whole. So you have two choices: to live in a place of conflict or in a place of surrender.